Hello everyone, this is the demented storyteller. I'm gonna do something very bad indeed, but I'm gonna do it, so it's gonna be uploaded later, but it's gonna screw me over in the long run, so hope you enjoy this video. Hello everybody, this is the demented storyteller. Come to bring you another one. I'm sorry I did not finish the story. I swear, nobody's grave. I do not have a good track record on that. That I will finish it by at least Saturday, because I won't have any Wi-Fi tomorrow and the next day, so I'll read 2 stories, but then I'm gonna have to stop for the 3 days. So I hope you enjoy the next part of three lives. So shall it be. Let's start. I turned my attention toward the mother. To recap, the brother got stabbed with a spike that was protruding through Adam Arceus's arm, or chest, or forgot, but I gotta look back to remember. I did this a hell of a long time ago, but ultimately he stabbed his hand and cracked some bone, and now the brother's pouting in the bedroom in his man cave or whatever. So why don't we start? I turned my attention toward the mother, who is now on her knees praying for a change and saying stuff like, I know I wanted a child, but this isn't it. This isn't what I meant. Oh, Heavenly Father, retrieve me from this hell of a death pit known as the planet Quantos. Please. Lady, hello? Could you perhaps help me with something that actually matters now? By telling me what the hell happened to my brother to turn him like this? Well, he was always like this, but he wasn't this horrifying. She stopped praying, turning her head towards me, switching between me and Alyssa. Mumbling something, then getting to her feet, walking towards the kitchen counter, taking out a serrated blade. Gripping the blade with both hands, one over the other. What are you doing? Are you crazy? I asked and regretted the ideas that were circling around my mind, and yet only one was circled the most, and yes, that was one that actually happened. As she whispered the Hail Mary full of grace slop after a minute of incantations and Jesus fanaticism, she began tightening the grip and within a moment launches a knife toward the top of her skull, entering through the base of the chin and exiting a portion out at the top of the skull with a piece of brain stuck on the blade, oozing liquid out and gushing like a piñata of nightmares. The limp corpse tilted towards the floor with a small thud and then a crash. There rested another fanatic wanting an escape to a greater place. I turned my head to the kid that only responded with a sigh. No remorse, nor empathy, not even a sliver of sadness shone through those hazel eyes, only staring blankly into the stranger laying in her mattress. Who I am, who is me. In a soft voice, the girl says, Why are you here, Adam? We made a deal. At least you and my daddy. I swore never to see each other again. You both had promised seriously. You both made promises serious, and yet here you are. My mother just killed herself out of nowhere. Dad's in his man cave, and you're in my bed. Why? I sighed with a taste of blood in my mouth from minutes ago. I say in the delusional and sociopathic kid, here's the thing. This is gonna be funny for me. The deal had one exception. And the idea is, well, the woman there is not your birth mother. Your real mother had died the same way as my wife had. We made a deal never to see each other, but with one exception. If we were to communicate to the damned versions of our loved ones, of our first wives, or whatever, that would be what intervenes. And I was lucky one to see Jennifer again, and he realized this would make his fate drastically altered, because the challenge my wife set before me was a test of will, and next one to die is him and you. With a jolt, the sociopath of a daughter turned into a crying little baby. I start looking to my right hand. The bat was still wrapped around my wrist. My brother even realized what was going on. I explained, and now a sad type of a kid. I explained to her, for what it's worth, kid, I feel sorry. Sad for you. This is something I must do, though. That's why he went to study. So he wouldn't have to see you go down like this. He is one that would back out of a physical fight if the contestants are close to him. Not an argument, he would never back down from that, but a fight of physical strength. He may be verbally assaultive, but would never hit anyone, not even hurt a fly. The way he always was. Plus, that's what makes him and me different. If I'm challenged to a task, even to murder, I don't back down for nothing. I'm sorry, but this must be done. He was always able to live without continuous connection with people. I have only one person that I desire connection with. That person is Jennifer Arceus. My love that is now dead, but has a chance of revival. But as I said, this must be done. Sorry, Alyssa.
Daddy, please help me. Where are you?
She screams as the 3'5" blonde girl with several scars revealed in her back through a torn black dress, as though a whip did it. Whip injury. I think again. God, the second wave was insane. The child ran towards a corner of sludge and tobacco smoke with the blood of a lamb circling around. Supposedly it was safe haven for her. The only response my brother showed was starting a recording player playing a morbid version of Hush Little Baby. As I grew up with my challenger of a brother, he was one of those kids who would challenge even his parents to an argument just to win at everything. If he lost, he would go berserk, but he wouldn't fight. That's the problem. This time his fate has been sealed. We're three final additions to the kingdom of soulless heathens, spreading of saints and Beelzebub's. I lift myself to my feet with jagged pain in my back. It must be the area the spike has pierced through my weakened bones. I lean to the counter that was smeared in blood, that was once the blood of a false Christian prophet, but now lay on the floor, drained the blood that contaminated the rug of the real prophet. Well, her fate was irreversible. It was her choice. But now death will come to fruition. I stumble, forgetting that I got a shot to the ankle. God. Well, this is an odd circumstance, isn't it? I'm supposed to finish your life, plus my brother's, with only adrenaline fueling me. Well, this is all the devil can throw at me. Pathetic. Well, no matter. You'll be another addition to the dead carcinogen filth that fills these floors. Blood. I have to do this while I'm coughing out blood. And I see chunks as well. Decayed lung. Okay, now, Alyssa, please be a good little girl and walk to your dear Uncle Adam. Okay. Strangely, she does without protest. Granted, she wasn't shocked from what just happened. immature stepmother, and that now took effect. I stagger as a lift spiked reinforced metal bat up to my shoulder could gain leverage with a small hope to finish her young, short-lived life quickly, without pain. A translucent drop escaped my ear as it runs down the blood-drenched side from what my ear is now dramatically damaged and infected pus. Is draining fast from the opening. I realize the true nature of what I've become. A monster. A man without emotion is not a man at all. Only an animal, but my feelings revolved around Jennifer. So that's my reason of doing this. As I gripped the handle as tightly as my near-dead body can muster, I whispered to myself, I'm sorry, Alyssa. Rest in peace. Lifting my arm into the air, shaking in pain, she stopped moving just within arm's reach. Just within weapon's reach. She was accepting the fate of all those who died for a person with a ridiculous bribe with fate. As I bring down my arm with a force I didn't even know I had, when I heard the cracking sound followed by a splat, I then realized the kid of my brother's was finished, as well as my sanity. Forgive me, John, but you're next. Lifting my arm with any strength I had, the kid was still attached. It was way too heavy for my weak body. I had no choice. I had to get her off anyway. Placing the limp body of the daughter I never had to the floor, I then rested my foot of where I thought the toughest bone structure this meager kid's body had, but was sorely mistaken as my foot passed through the rib cage with the sound of that you hear when you process grapes into wine. Nearly the first stage, where you're an Amish idea, and stomping them to nothing. Well, you get the idea. I hope you get the idea. Crap, I don't have time for this. Lifting the bat as though prodding a door open with a crowbar, but this is a bat, not a crowbar, and the thing attached to it is a human, not a door. With a forward twisting motion, the head of the girl has been severed, and with no other alternative and little strength to register, I had no choice but to drag the bodiless head on the floor as I limped through the blood-pooled kitchen close to the suicidal figure, still oozing more blood than before. Through the mouth and chin, I let out but that wasn't the end of the coughing spells, as a sickeningly continuous sombre blood spores escape my parched throat. My vision begins to fog, saying to myself, forgive me, Jennifer. And please, wait to me wherever you are. I failed you. Falling to my hands and knees, puking out loose organ tissue and pus of degraded blood. This is even painful just to breathe. I crawl in agony near the bedroom my sad brother is. The world is closing in within moments. With bitter taste of pain and regret, I near the cracked door, resting my back to the wall, preparing for the worst. What I could see.
Well, everyone, the last sentence was before I heard a blast. I hope you enjoyed it. That was recording and edited myself on a website that deemed unfit for me. So I wish you all adieu. and I'll upload it soon tomorrow. Thank you. And remember, the demon world is closing in on you, and I am here to help.